Game Over 86, coming back with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about the Resident Evil 2 Remake demo I played on the Xbox One X, the 30-minute time limit, and it literally is one of the best Capcom remakes I have seen in a very long time. If you guys grew up like I did playing the Resident Evil 1, Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3 on the PlayStation 1, this one is really going to make you feel right at home. There are a little bit of different areas. Obviously, they had to change it up with the graphics and the performance. The audio work is a lot better, and I understand a lot of this stuff people already know. I think that this game is one of the best survival horror games ever created. Silent Hill would come in there in my top 5. But this one's right up there with number 1. And I think Capcom making this remake just goes to show you how well Capcom can do games. Now, I believe that if this game sells well, which I think it will, I believe Resident Evil 3 may be in the works later on down the road. I don't think it'll come for a while, but I think that they will be looking into it. And that's really cool and unique to see a lot of these great games that came out with the PlayStation 1 era. And they weren't really good graphically. The story was great. The game was fun. For the time, it was good. But they just haven't really, moved along far. It hasn't really carried over into generation to generation. And the gameplay, to me, is one of them styles that you have to look at from a whole, from outside view, rather than always critiquing every little detail. And when I played this game, I was going into this game thinking, okay, what did they change? What did they make better? And what are they going to improve on? And I think that they improved on a lot of things. Besides the graphics and the gameplay and the audio and the visuals, I think that they really took what made this game unique and what made this game one of the best of its era. Now, if you guys have played Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, it has that style of gameplay, moving, aiming, stuff like that. You guys will be right at home. If you haven't played that game, and you do have it or it's in your backlog, I suggest you go check it out before this game releases. It'll help you kind of get that feel back again. But it reminds me of the games that I could play as a kid and just really get engrossed and ingrained and entwined in anything you guys can just think of about how jump scare survival horror games should be. I'm tired of the games where you have enough bullets to survive. And in this game, you'll see me playing as Leon, because that's the only character you get to play with right now. And you will see me run out of bullets. And I will be running for my life, not to get ate, bit, whatever, to try to get back to where I can find another gun to kill these zombies. Now, as far as brutality and gruesomeness and violence and horror, that's all perfect, the way that the game was meant to be. But when I played Resident Evil 2, I really appreciated the time that Capcom took and the time that they spent in this game to really keep it original, to keep it one of them style of games that you're going to grow up and love. And I do believe that, yes, 30 minutes isn't a lot. And I understand there are people out there data mining it or trying to get it to where there's no time and they can just play as long as they want. But it's not like the game's, far away. It's in another week from me shooting this video, so it's not like we're all having to sit back and wait 3-4 more months. I would get that. But I've found in the game guns and how to upgrades and how to bring your gunpowder and make more ammunition like you did back in the day. There are some different things in the game that are changed. The knife in the game you get, you stab them 2 to 3 times and the knife's pretty much useless. And you have to find other knives in the game. Obviously, there's puzzles. You have to solve. You have to find. You have to progress farther in the game. There was one time in the game where I kind of jumped. Not from being scared, but from the puzzle. I jumped back and forth to try to figure out this puzzle, and I just couldn't at the time. And I was actually getting frustrated because it's been so long since I played it. But stuff like that is just making the game just harder, unique, more special. And it's not that I didn't know the combination. I mean, I didn't, but I only had a 30-minute time frame, and I didn't want to sit there for 4.5 minutes and waste time. So as I progressed through the game, I really looked at the atmosphere. I really looked at the surrounding environment and how much detail they put in this game. Whether it be upgrading your guns or getting new guns, finding ammo, gunpowder, getting a knife to where you can unlock the hidden door to progress farther in the game. I really looked at the beauty that they took the time to really appreciate the game from the PlayStation 1 era. I mean, people forget that this game was a very well done, good game, but the visuals were they just didn't age well. A lot of the PlayStation 1 games didn't age well, and that's why I see a lot of these remasters and remakes coming back, and it feels good to play games like Resident Evil 2. And Resident Evil 7 was one of my favorite games because they went back to the scare survival genre. And it has a VR mode, which made it even worse in my opinion. As in good, but scary worse. But I mean, you stop to look at all the detail and all the sci-fi, horror, whatever you're thinking. I appreciated all the, what Capcom did. They took their time. They really focused in on a lot of stuff. My only downfall in this game was it seemed like I was putting 3 to 4 bullets into their head and they still seemed to get up. And that was the only bummer because it's been so long since I played. And rushing through, I understand that will change when you get the full game. But for those that haven't played this game or grew up playing Resident Evil, save your ammo. There's knives you can find throughout the game. There's other guns, a shotgun. You have to obviously get health from herbs. You can find planked wood to board up windows, which made it kind of cool to slow down the zombies. And it's not extremely hard to get rid of the zombies. I do believe that the game controllers are a lot better. If anybody's played them on the PlayStation 1, you know what I mean. It was a mess to try to steer your character around and guide them through. But I think this game's going to be really big. I believe that this game is going to be in the higher 80s, and that's going to make Capcom, I think, really possibly start remaking Resident Evil 3. And I think that these games going forward, if they keep the remake or the remaster versions and genres of this stuff going, that's what needs to be done. You could play Crash Bandicoots and the Spyros on the PlayStation 1s, but it's the remaster and the sheer beauty of what the game really represented that makes the game even better than what it was. And as you can see, I found a key card that helps me unlock a door to get me that shotgun, so I can drop souls and dig holes. But that's how we do it here on Game Over 86's channel. As I drop this innocent zombie cop, I realized that my timer is running low on this beta, demo, whatever you want to call it. And I realized I had to progress farther in the story. And I got stuck on a puzzle. And yes, I could have went a little bit quicker. Yes, I could probably download it on the PlayStation 4 and get farther and bring back other gameplay footage. But the game comes out in literally 2 weeks. So I'm not too worried about that. Although I was running through these halls, as you can see, trying to find my way out of here. And as you can see, I drop another zombie with the shotty. I let him get up to think that he still got it, but I pretty much ended that. I found the plank of wood, the green herbs to help with health, the plank wood to board up the windows, to move on to progress. And I got to a point where I just got tired of the puzzles and the time, and I was getting frustrated, and I was just trying to go through as quick as I could. And I do believe with no time limit, it would have been, I think, a quicker and better understanding of the review, demo review. I think I'm going to give you guys a better review when it comes out, obviously. But as 30 minutes went quicker than what I thought, The game was really fun. I thought that the game could have been a little bit better as far as in the gun ammo. It is 2018 and not 1997-98. And I understand that's part of the game. And I understand that, you know, you run out of ammo and you just got to deal with it. They could have made it a little bit less on the headshots. When you waste 4 bullets and you have 12 and you can't find gunpowder to bring more ammo, that's where it's kind of a bummer. And as you can see right there, there's where I was stuck. There's a combination you have to put in and look, but I was wasting almost 4.5 minutes doing this. And I cut it out of the footage and I went back to the top over here. And as you can see with the guns, like I said, I put 3 bullets in his wig and he still got up. And it just seemed like 3 to me would have been fine, and 1 knife to the chest should have been fine. And I understand I'm not letting my crosshairs get in closer and aiming up. But there were secret codes and stuff that you had to. The bookshelves over there that you can see, you have to kind of pull them across to jump across. So there are puzzles. Yes, the survival horror's back. It feels good. I'm excited for it. I want to know what you guys think, though. Have you played the demo? Are you guys going to buy this remake? And if you guys do, would you guys like to see a Resident Evil 3 remake? I know I would. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think of this game. Let me know what you think. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing. Make sure you guys hit that bell notifications. Like this video, and if you want to share the video, that's fine too. Leave me comments like I said before, and I'll get back to you guys. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it'll be in the description box below. Above all else, stay safe, guys. Do a good deed. I love you very much, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.